I'm Phillip Vandenhove. I'm the Head of Risk Management at LiveWest. We are a housing provider in the southwest of England, going from the Isles of Scilly to South Gloucestershire, with about 40,000 units. Well, one of the biggest challenges that we had is the system we had was based on an old Access database, and we were reliant on the ability to use Access and the ability to interrogate Access to be able to get the information that we wanted. And we wanted to be able to have our information in the cloud and to be able to access the information on risk management from anywhere. And decision time being set in the cloud, we were able to implement a much more consistent way of accessing information, not relying on just me being able to use the Access database and pull out the report. Anyone who's a user now can access the information that they need. When I made the decision to look at what there was on the market, I spoke to our procurement manager and found a strategy for procurement and started looking at some various tools and having had demonstrations from Decision Time and other systems, we entered into a procurement exercise, and we were happy with the offer that Decision Time were giving us. And so we embarked on actually setting it up, cleansing our data, and starting the project to set it up. The implementation of Decision Time took about 3 months from start to finish. So we had a project management support within the organisation and project management support from Decision Time. And by working in a fairly agile way with our colleagues internally and with Decision Time, we managed to kind of cleanse all the data, upload it, test it, and then start with the use of live information from the 1st of April in 2021. I use Decision Time pretty much every day, whether it is to inform colleagues of the kind of risks that they're looking at, or to carry out our periodic reviews of risks and controls. I pull out reports from the system to be included in packs for committee meetings and board meetings, and to inform the executive of any kind of issues that could be coming up. One of the really good features of Decision Time is the ability to go from one risk to another. So we have our operational risks linked to our strategic risks, and we are able to navigate from our operational risk all the way to our strategic risks and their controls really easily without losing the thread. Last year we were able to look at how we can work with the board and on risk management, and changed our approach somewhat for the board to focus on some of the 10 biggest risks that we're facing strategically as an organisation. And Decision Time enabled us to do that by having effectively two different types of risk maps, one being strategic and high level, and the other one being operational, very detailed for more from management level. And the C-suite effectively haven't really seen any difference in the outputs, because Decision Time were able to replicate the format of risk maps that we had previously, but the content that our C-suite are looking at is much more strategic and much more focused on the big things that matter the most to them. So that's really helped us in being able to embed risk management at an operational level and keep the board to really think about the big things that matters. I found that the balance of functionality, ease of use, and value for money was well hit with Decision Time, and that's what won them the contract.